Can you make $1 million in a single year? It's difficult to imagine the kind of the money when you are living paycheck to paycheck. But there is reality that's entirely possible if you just get outside of your comfort zone and try new ideas. So here in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 practical methods that anyone can use to make over $1 million in a single year. So if you are ready, give this video some ups and let's get started. Stocks trading. When we talked about investing, you probably imagined how the stocks market jumps and down every single day. Let me tell you a little secret. That's nothing. That's not investing. All this news about how the stocks are rising today and which ones fell has nothing to do with investing. Do you know who cares the most about the daily stocks market ups and downs? Traders. Day traders don't care about the company they invest in. It doesn't matter whether it's the world's largest corporations or the tiny company in the middle of nowhere that barely exists. The goal is to speculate and to bet on the company's stock price. It can rise or fall within a few hours or in some cases within a few days. Let's say Airbnb is going to release the quarterly financial statements tomorrow, and according to your source, they are going to better than the investors expect. So you buy $10,000 worth of Airbnb shares. The next day Airbnb released its statements and you are right. So Facebook stocks price jumps by the 10% since most people are not interested in investing in Airbnb. Your $10,000 worth of Airbnb shares now worth $11,000. You sell your stocks and congrats, you have earned $1,000 in a single day. But stocks of the stable companies don't fluctuate much. That's why traders prefer unstable companies like Tesla, startups, or the tiny corporations whose stocks can even double overnight. You can start with the little as the few $100, and if you're good enough at predicting which stocks would rise today, then you can make the thousands of dollars, if not tens of $1,000s a day. But keep in mind that it's speculations. In case if you are wrong, you end up losing everything. So be careful if you are get into this field. By the way, there is a little disclaimer. This is not a financial advice and everything that's said in this video for educational purpose. In order to make the best financial decisions that suits your own needs, you must conduct your own research and seek the advice of the licensed financial advisor. Use debt to invest in real estate. Let me give a short descriptions of the real estate usually built their fortunes. Let's say you have saved $100,000 with 100K. You probably to buy the real estates are limited, but there is how you can use the debt to turn that 100K into the $1 million within a year or maybe two. You find a property in a good neighborhood that costs $250,000, for example. You had a bank and get the mortgage by making 20% down payment, $50,000. Now you're let with the house that needs renovations, a mortgage, and $50,000. You spend another 25K dollars to renovate the house, so your total investments jumps to 75K. But the value of the house rise as well. It's let's say to 350K. Since you have renovated it and turned it from the place that no one would want to live into the place that people are willing to pay to live, you rent it out to cover your mortgage, insurance, and other expenses, and make sure that it generates some cash flow. You head to your bank again, but this time finance your mortgage. Since the value of the house is now $350K dollars, if you would get an 80% mortgage like you did in the first times, you will receive $280,000. You spent $200K dollars of the money to cover your first mortgage, and you left with the extra $80,000. You use that money to get another mortgage, renovate it, rent it out, and create a second source of income. You can finance your second house to get third mortgage, and so on and so forth. Here's the best part. With $75,000, now you control assets that worth millions of dollars. Depends on how many properties you have bought and created multiple sources of income. If you have done your research and bought into the areas that are rising in demand, your properties will appreciate in value, which means you will be able to increase the rent. But your mortgage will gradually get smaller as the tenants keeps paying them for. That's how most people get rich in the real estate. Sell a course. You probably heard that millions times that, but believe me, this is one of the best and easiest way to make $1 million in the calendar year. All you need is the skill that you are really good at. If you don't have any, then you need first to build one. But let's say you are the real estate agent. You know everything from the how to find a good property to what to pay attention to when buying the property, how to close a deal, and so on. The fact is there are the hundreds of thousands of people who want to become the real agent, and if your course is going to help them to accelerate that process, then people are willing to pay for it. At the end of the day, that's going to save them a lot of time. Turn your knowledge into the practical skills and let's say sell it for the $200. What? $200 for the course? That's insane. Let me ask you this. Are you ready to pay $200 to learn everything about the real estate from the experienced real estate agent and skill that you can turn into the source of income? Let's be honest, that's the peanuts if the knowledge is going to earn you tens of the thousands of dollars, right? All that's left for you is to sell 5,000 copies of that courses for $200. Boom, you made $1 million. That's one of the beauties of the internet, and 5,000 people learned anything you know about the real estate. By the way, here is the question for you. I have spent at least 7-8 years actively investing in the stocks market. I have made some really great investments, but I also made some bad investments. I learned a lot from my mistakes, so now I am making even better investments. The question is, if I turn anything I have learned for the past 8 years about the stocks market into the course, will you pay for it? If yes, then how much? I am really curious to know your opinion. Find one good stocks in summer 2019, which was not long ago. A single Tesla stocks was worth less than $40, and in less than 2 years, the stock's price skyrocketed to over $811. That is a 2,000% increase. That what means is if you would have invested just $1,000 in the Tesla a little over a year ago, your $100 would worth over $20,000. Or if you would have saved $50,000 by the 2019 and invested your entire $50,000 into Tesla, your net worth would be today over $1 million. Imagine turning $50,000 into the $1 million in the little over a year. That sounds like a dream come true. That doesn't mean you should invest in the Tesla because the company already had its astronomical rise, and who knows what is going to happen next. But that's not the point. Every single year or every other year, at least one startup emerge and completely revolutionize the industry or something like that. And if you are able to spot such an opportunity, you will grow your investments by 5 to 10,000% in a matter of a few days. By the way, I am constantly watching the market to spot another great opportunity, and if you want to be in the first known about my next investments, be sure to check out my Patreon. Fifth, create an app. According to our YouTube analytics, most of you watch our videos from your smartphone. The number of the mobile user is growing, and it seems like someday it's the future. Only nerds will be using websites because everything is turned into app. You need an app for everything. Of course, the vast majority of what is earned in industry is by the major players. However, even a small apps can earn up to the few thousands dollars to day to tens of the thousands of dollars a month. The top apps easily turn into $100,000 a day, which amounts to tens of the millions annually. We are not talking about the top apps like Facebook or YouTube because they earn unbelievable amount of the money. Of course, building an app is the huge risk. You could be spending 6 months building an app, but at the end of the day, no one will use it. So it's better to study the market first and deliver something that has the highest chances to succeed. It could be the game like the Angry Birds or the Bubble Bobble that unexpectedly became super popular on the platform. The fact is, if you know how to build an apps, you have all chances to make at least $1 million in this industry. By the way, if you use the link in the descriptions, you will get 2 weeks of Skillshare Premium, where you can learn how to develop apps. There are just 5 ideas of the how to make $1 million, which are entirely fast bite. With some hard work and hopefully some luck, you can make it under the year. If not, you might need some more time to try and learn. If you have enjoyed this video, you will most definitely enjoy this custom playlist that I have created specifically for you, that has our most popular videos on business investing and the stocks market, and can potentially change your life. And now give this video the thumbs up that it deserves, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Thanks for watching, and until next time.